Yeah, thank you for taking my call. I oppose this, and I oppose it because I've often heard Dan Brotman cite the California Office of Traffic Safety data to justify his interventions into multimodal bike transit renovations in the city. However, something that Mr. Brotman continually points out is that, Glendale is the fifth most dangerous city of its size in California when it comes to pedestrian injuries and fatalities. That is true for 1 year. However, overall, our composite safety ranks us the 56th safest out of 60 cities in California of similar size. So you have to, he's cherry picking data to make these justifications. And when it comes to bicycle lanes, in that same set of data, we're ranked 44th safest out of 60. We're actually doing very well when it comes to all collision data overall, especially the composite. That same set of data that Mr. Brotman cherry picks from. Now, I understand focusing on the real issue. We do have issues with pedestrian collisions. That should be addressed. The city council should focus on that and that alone. Focusing on that space where pedestrians come out into the roadway at intersections, especially busy ones, especially high-speed ones where these accidents typically happen. That's absolutely fair and justified to look at and spend money on to fix. But to make the argument that bicycle lanes, scooters, I've been hit myself by a scooter in downtown LA. These things aren't going to address the actual problems that the data, the real data, suggests. So I encourage you to not push your political campaign, not work for a very small collection of bike enthusiasts and activists, but instead focus purely on pedestrians. Because if you look at the data that Dan Brotman loves to cite incorrectly, it will only refute the argument to expand these multimodal transit avenues. Please focus on what's important. Don't waste our money on political avenues. Only focus on the pedestrian safety. That is the only issue where we are lacking in Glendale. And again, it's so important to look at the data. Do not trust what Mr. Brotman cherry picks, because he is trying to manipulate the public in order to appease himself and his own grand ideology about bikes. So hopefully you'll take this to heart. I mean it genuinely. And
Thank
again,
you.
the data
Your
supports
time is up.
exactly what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
Thank you.